three segments of the LED light. They just fasten together to make a circle. Then the fan blade is just a flexible light blade, and of course it has to be remote control. Everything nowadays is remote control. Hello again, everyone. This old fan light combo has been up probably 30 years, and it's got a problem. The light will not turn on anymore. Switch is jammed up. I could probably repair that switch or put a new one in, but we're going to go another route. So let me show you what we're going to be installing today. Here's a picture of the new fan that we're going to be putting up. So let's get the box opened up and we'll get this job underway. This is a small fan. It's only 20 inches. But as I think you can tell in that picture, the fan is inside the light. It's an LED light around the perimeter, and then the fan is inside that. Sure, we need to do some assembly before we can put it up on the ceiling. So let me see what kind of tools we need, and we'll get started. Okay, there's all the parts. There's three segments of the LED light. They just fasten together to make a circle. Then the fan blade is just a flexible light blade. Screws onto the motor shaft, which is right here. And there's our plate that goes at the ceiling. And of course, it has to be remote control. Everything nowadays is remote control. The first thing I did was disconnect the power, so good there. Get a good LED bulb out of there. Now we got to take the top off next to the ceiling. It's probably 10 degrees warmer up there at the ceiling than it is standing right here. A little more light in here. I opened the blind slightly. Typical fan with a light in it that has a hook here that you hook it on while you're wiring it up, like that. Motor should be loose, and it is. And there's the plate. Right now, just a matter of putting this new plate up at the ceiling. Let's see what screws line up. Probably those. Okay. All right. Got to explain how these attach. There are three of these, and this curved rod has threads on the end. These nuts go on that, and you feed them through three holes around this canopy. You turn the arms down like that, and then the light attaches to the bracket, and you get all three of them on, and that makes the circle. And you get a little wrench that fits the nut. So that's pretty nice. This light has a little nub, and there's a hole in the bracket on one end. So the nub goes in that hole. Now we got to get our screws out. Just go around, same way with this one. Four screws on each bracket holds the ends of those lights. Okay, and fortunately I dropped one screw, but I see two more, so they give us an extra screw there. It's much appreciated. And two here on top. Here's a look at that middle portion where the three arms attached. You can see we have three wires coming out of those arms. And the three plugs plug into this white junction box. Makes no difference which one you use. There's three jacks, three plugs. Doesn't matter. Now, our power, white and the black. We got a ground wire right here. So we do need to get that hooked up. This box here that the three plugs went into, it has double-sided tape on it. And this has double-sided tape on it. So we can attach it kind of in the middle like that. And we have a wire here. You say, well, what's that for? Well, that's remote control. It's an antenna for it. And we have a metal cable with a snap ring or a hook that we can hang the fan by while we're wiring it up. Now I'm just wiring white to white, black to black, and hooking that ground wire up. Let's see if we can slide this in position. Push that canopy up on all four screws and then turn it. And then tighten the screws up. Alrighty. So let's turn the power back on and see if it works. So it will work with the wall switch. That's what I'm clicking here. But for the fan to work, we have to use a remote control. And there's a fan. I see it turning. So you get the blades put on it. And the cap screws off clockwise. And there's a slot in the blade and a pin on the shaft. So you push the blade up. It's in there. And then just put the cap on, but again, tighten it, go to the left. See how powerful this thing is. Not sure I'm turning it the right way. I don't really feel much, so let's reverse it. Should go the other way. There we go. Let's go over the remote functions really quick here. We'll start here at the top. That turns the light on and off. This is a quick temperature of the light. It toggles from warm to cool. This is a night mode. You push that, it automatically puts it on the warmest mode of the LED light. Brightness of the light up and down. This is whiter light, warmer light. These are all fan controls down here. Fan off is here, fan on there, or you can push any of the 6 speeds. The fan will turn on. 1's the slowest, 6's the fastest. Forward and reverse. This is a 2-hour timer setting, and believe it or not, you can even control this with an app. I already have too many apps on my phone, so I won't be using that feature. Well, we can dim the light. See, there's more of a white and more of a soft light. Turn the fan off. It's slowing down. First one's done. Well, I like the look of that. Puts out quite a bit of light. And that fan's pretty strong, if you, especially right underneath it. So now we have one more to do. It's in the sewing and craft room. I won't video doing that. I'll just show you what it looks like once we have it installed. All right, second one finished. This one was a lot faster because we just had a plain ceiling light up here with no fan. So it went up a lot quicker. Well, that's going to wrap up this video on installing this 20-inch LED ceiling light with a built-in fan. Thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did, give us a like, comment, and subscribe to our channel.